You're welcome. I'm just reading off of something very interesting, a press statement by the Isale Eko Descendants Union on the defamation of Isale Eko and the Ayo masquerade in the Gangs of Lagos movie. Have you guys seen that press release? Very interesting, Mike, the way you do your face sometimes. Every time, in fact, every time we are on this show, on this segment. In any case, Gangs of Lagos is trending. A lot of people love it. A lot of people don't. So it's really polarizing. In little units like what we have in the office, you have, far left people and far right people. But the beauty about Gangs of Lagos is that it's making people talk. Yeah. It's creating such an impact that you don't expect the directions you're getting from where these conversations are coming up. Now, for the Isale Eko Descendants group here, they're saying that the portrayal of the Ayo in the movie was wrong, and that it's unacceptable, not that it was wrong, and also the culture of Isale Eko. My opinion is very straightforward and ordinary, but I want to hear Mike's one.
No, Benito, I don't want to go.
No.
I never did this.
This is the reason you and I are not agreeing this week.
This is not really about the movie.
Yeah,
we'll probably talk on the movie tomorrow, yes. But this is about the release.
The press statement.
And they do have a right to talk about how their custom and tradition is being displayed. Because as much as movies are a way to tell the world who you are.
Identity.
You understand? And exactly, to create your identity, to let the world know who you are. And we've seen a lot of times where people have some sort of consultations. When you want to do a movie about a particular region, you go consult people.
Can I kiss you, Mike?
The rest of us won't talk.
Can I just give you a peck?
Take it away.
So my own is that, and what happens that there has to be some sort of a compromise most of the time, because you are trying to depict a people. And considering with the level of streaming platforms and the way things are, and the level we are going with Nollywood, as it were, I think that they do have a say, and in some way, some kind of consultation, a middle ground should be found, because that is a major part of the Eko, the Eko culture, the Eko identity. It's if you want to say Eko, there are a few things that you can point and say, okay, Eko, this is it, and that is one major one.
Mike has basically taken everything.
You don't want to? Are you sure?
No, I mean,
so basically,
what do you think, Winfrey?
Okay, so now this is what I'm going to say.
Where's the book? Bring out the book that you write on this.
So now, Gangs of Lagos, it's a movie.
Danny, what's happening? It's like the song from that side.
Don't distract my comments. I'm going to speak from a producer's point of view. I do understand that, of course, if you're trying to depict a culture, the creative producer is to step in and do all necessary research to make sure that you're in line with exactly what
you're trying to portray.
The story, you understand what you're trying to portray and then do your best to put it out there. However,
back home.
The story was not based on real events. I would say that. And then it's movies. And it's movies, it's fiction. So to be very honest, the director has the leeway and the creative license to explore. Right? To explore. The fact is that when we look at it, we see what we were trying to see. We see that Ayo is represented there in whites. Now, did they make sure that the toenail was painted the way the toenail of the Ayo is meant to be painted? All those little details, I think, to be honest, there is an allowance for that in a creative space and in a creative movie.
Well,
before Shegu cuts us out, can I just say this? In line with what you're saying, I agree with you absolutely. I think that at the end of the day, it is art. Have you ever seen the documentary This is Lagos? That documentary captured Lagos from a very socio-economic standpoint in a very factual way. If that documentary had painted any culture like the Ayo, in any way that this movie painted the Ayo, I would have been offended. Lagos should have been offended. There should have been a cry out. But it was what? A documentary. It owed it to us to be factual. However, in this case, what is it tagged? fiction.
Fiction.
Explore, push the boundaries. Let's see how
this
this
one
art
partiality,
will
what
go.
this
See,
as much
when
as-
you are
so
touching on a very, very critical element like the Ayo, right?
Call an name.
Exactly.
Are you?
Exactly. You can give it another name, but we are talking
I'm
about
sorry.
the
That is purely
Ayo.
fiction.
This is
It's
world-
a tradition.
this is a
It's a
world
culture,
fiction.
and it's the
Yes.
way that the world sees it. When you
How
put
does the
it
world
on a
see
global,
Kukulkan?
when you put it on a
Look
at
global
Kukulkan,
platform,
for instance.
when
How
you put
does
it
the
on a
world- how
global
do the
platform,
Mayans-
for heaven's sakes, Mazino,
Even
the Wakanda is fictional. But the
It's
Wakanda
fiction.
exists. Does
The
it
lands of
exist? Does
the
it
elements
exist?
that exist.
Does
Even
it,
women.
does it
was a
exist,
woman
Mike?
who-
It doesn't exist.
woman-
So if you're talking
the
about fiction,
Woman King.
The Woman
create-
King.
create
There were
a
elements
universe that
also.
does not exist. Yes,
Yes.
Wakanda for Woman King.
I'm holding
It
my
also came under a lot of criticism. Yes, it did. Because they were like, yes, some of these parts that you touched on actually existed. So if you're going to tell stories based on it, it has to be factual.
It
You
has
have
to be
to
factual,
do your
but then again,
research.
creative
You cannot touch on
license,
people's
creative
culture and tradition. You
ways
need to
allowed.
respect it.
It's
And I have
respected,
absolutely
it does not
nothing wrong
insult.
with Guys of Lagos. Please, let's make
Okay,
this
there's a
so
question
straight.
actually
So
that's been asked by a lot of people, including our director. He's asking if Jade should apologize.
But I don't-
In my opinion, no.
I don't think
If
so.
every
also.
director, producer should go
See.
about apologizing for all the movies they make, what really are we trying
So
to sell here?
the thing now is this here, and I understand. I'm trying to say, you know, when you talk about the whole fiction thing, you have, and I understand poetic license here, but the point is that it is based on a culture, based on real events. So you see things that say, yes, my fiction, but say based on, and that's why you use you use an identity of the people that is
Part of
still
the culture.
here. You understand? So we are saying
but
that
the movie was not
as much
based
as it is, it's about finding that balance. And if they who are the indigenes are distressed about
Exactly.
it, there's a
Then,
problem
yeah,
somewhere.
I think you need to address it. I think they need to address it
I will
somewhere
end
or
by
another.
saying that I think that these are unavoidable, these instances.
I can
that
understand
they
poetic
should
license,
also
yes.
be lenient in their
Yeah,
submissions.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
all I'm
yeah,
saying.
true.
It's art. It was beautiful. It's lovely.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, however, join us for Movie Gist as I and Mike
It's
go
going
head
to
to
be-
head in
Head.
the epic battle of the
it's going to be-
century. I will be Mike.
We are going
I
to
will be
fight
Adesanya.
Pick your sides now.
I will be
And lay
Adesanya
your
in this
bets.
match.
Guys, I promise you,
I'll be the
you don't want to
referee.
miss our movie review on Gangs of Lagos
I'll come with a
tomorrow.
whistle.
Oh my God.
We'll be back. Stay tuned as Wake Up Nigeria.